So it doesn't look like you updated our character sheets after we stole the boat from those pirates.
You guys didn't level up. What updates was I supposed to do?
Yeah, absolutely. We got 3 levels for just doing that.
Yeah, well, all right.
No?
I
Did I
guess
misunderstand that?
it's just gonna be a really short adventure then. Okay. But no, I think you're responsible enough that if you go up 3 levels, that you should be able to do that by now, all by yourself.
Yeah, probably.
You're a big boy.
I don't know about that.
I'm dropping my short swords because I don't need them.
So copying the files onto the computer takes much longer than copying them off.
Aha. I wonder why.
SSD. The read speeds are much faster than the write speeds.
Yeah, a little bit. I did.
So,
One of the clients, we had to clone their hard drive, and it took 3 days to clone it. It was only 1 terabyte hard drive.
sucks. We cloned this 1 terabyte hard drive in about 3 hours.
Yeah.
But now putting the data back on, just the documents directory, which is really the only directory that you need because that's where the virtual machine and everything is. But 12 hours for 139 gigs.
But that's what I'm saying is weird. Like I clone drive. That's what I've been doing at Withrow. Is I've been taking a 250 gig drive and cloning it onto a 500 gig drive, and that takes about 25 minutes.
Yep, you're doing SSD to SSD, so your read time and
But
your write time is better.
I'm still writing it to an SSD.
Yeah, I'm coming off of that USB drive, so that spinning disk, it's much slower.
The our cloning machine normally takes no time at all. Then I just have to go in and unlock the drive and everything. It's like nothing ever happened. But that one drive, there was the reason that I had to do it in the first place is because their computer was going very, very slowly. It just took forever to get any data off of that drive at all. It took hours to read anything. She was like, "My computer's slow." I remoted in there, and I'm like, "Yep." It takes about 3 minutes for the cursor to move across the screen. I agree. Your computer's slow.
Yeah, this will speed up. Then right now it's doing the. I didn't omit the Crawford Media folder, and that's like millions of tiny little files. So I bet once it gets past doing those XMLs, it'll probably like zip through really fast.
Yeah, our cloner doesn't. You can't go in and pick what you're going to move over. It just does a 100% clone. But it's cool because you don't actually have to hook it up to a computer or anything. You just plug it in the wall, stick both drives in it, and push the button. Then when you put it back in the machine, you don't have to install anything on it. It's like nothing was ever changed. You just have to go in and tell it there's more room in the drive.
All right, Tom just got the Teamspeak information from me, so I think he'll be here soon.
Did he reinstall?
He's on a different computer.
Oh.
He's in North Carolina. He just flew in tonight.
Yeah, at his mom's.
I'm not sure, but I think so.
Well, then I accidentally booted from the recovery partition instead of the USB. So I installed Sierra, not iSierra. So, would you prefer me format it and start over, or just do the upgrade?
We should find some IT professionals to help us out with this. Seems difficult.
Yeah, I feel like I'm slacking.
Here, Miles Technology is pretty good for this stuff. I don't care if you just upgrade it.
I hear that.
I don't care at all.
No, I don't think it makes a big difference because there's not a huge amount of changes from one to the other, and they don't do upgrades like Microsoft does. But if you choose, you'll have enough room to put Boot Camp on this one now, and install Windows 10.
Yeah, that would be nice. I've had to use Windows
Although I think
a few
most
times. Did you actually stop talking at most, or did we just lose you?
No, didn't stop talking. Forgot I had pushed the talk on. I let go of the button. So, you've got the virtual machine for everything else. Plus, you can build a second one.
The virtual machine's fine.
And you can build a second one that doesn't have all the development stuff in it. That way, if you've got to install something or test it, and you could do snapshots in parallels now. Cool. So, if you want to test software, you can snapshot your machine, install it, test it, and revert to the snapshot. So you don't permanently do things to that virtual machine.
Yep.
But most of the games I know will run on it, no problem. But they'd have to be Mac formatted. But Diablo, StarCraft, all that is. But if you wanted to play something else, you would need Windows in Boot Camp. So it's an option if you want that. You'll be able to do it now. Oh, the other thing I'm doing right now is whole disk encryption. I forgot I turned FileVault on. That's the other thing that's making it run slow. As soon as that's done, this is going to speed up a lot.
User joined your channel.
Yo.
Hey, Tom.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Nice. How about now?
Yep. That was good.
Okay, time for annihilation.
Pop on in. All right, you guys find yourself in Chult. It's pretty big as cities go. It's hilly. Are you guys looking at the map? Okay. Several of these spots are actually big hills. Like, if you zoom way out, I will ping them. So you've got the walled hill up here. With these things are arched bridges. You've got a big hill here with a fancy building. You've got a large hill way down here.
I only see your ping over the little carousel thing over and over and over.
Oh, that was the very last one I did over and over and over to say this was another hill. You didn't see the one up here?
No, but now I do.
Okay. Yeah.
Fancy building.
That was a hill. This is fancy building with a hill. Yep. So the things that look like this are all arched bridges that go from hill to hill.
Let's blow them up.
Good luck. But you guys are way down here where the in the market ward where the bars are.
Giant red thumbtack is.
Yeah, the giant red thumbtack. Yep. That's the one. I believe you guys are at Kaya's House of Repose because they had the best wine and you can actually get a good night's sleep there.
Not all rowdy with a bunch of stupid kids.
Exactly.
Can we just go over a couple of things? What's this city called?
Cold.
It's Port Nyanzaru.
Okay.
Port Nyanzaru.
That guy with the stuck dinosaur told us about some kind of mist. What was that?
He just said beware of blue mist.
Blue mist. Okay, thank you.
You won't find it in town. You'll find it out in the jungle.
Okay. What's Cintra Sylvain's friend? Her local friend?
He is one of the merchant princes. His name is Wakanga Otamu.
Thank you.
And I will copy paste that so that you know how to spell that. And she will be staying at his place.
And we're not invited.
No, you guys can totally go there sometimes, but she is not feeling super well, and she won't be much help. But yes, you may visit her. He is the only merchant prince that you have a contact with right now. Have a contact for. So you could use her name probably to go see him or make an appointment with him at any rate.
Okay.
But you guys don't know much about the merchant princes yet anyway.
Do we know where his abode is?
You know that it is
Or whatever estate.
these I'm pinging up here near the top part of the map. These little places right here are the merchant prince abodes. They've got their own little houses and palace grounds. I'm not sure which one exactly is his, but it doesn't really matter. Like when we need to know, I'll just point at one and say that's the one. I mean, I know exactly which one they all are.
What's this thing across the harbor there?
As you were walking by, you saw a chain that can be pulled taut across the harbor. Right now, it is down in the water, but it looks like it would be used to either stop ships from entering or leaving the harbor.
Sounds like a good idea.
It is a very big chain. But yes, this is a totally new city. You guys just arrived. You don't really know much about it. So it is up to you guys to ask questions and explore.
What's the history of the city?
You will have to go ask people that.
What's the history of the city?
Anyone in general?
Linos
People
talks
came
to
in
the air.
and desecrated the land and built their foul garbage all over it. It needs to be burned so the trees can grow back.
I tell you what, Saki, what you notice is that the nature is fighting back in this place pretty hard. It looks like if plants and trees aren't trimmed almost constantly, they're growing through the ground. They're growing over the walls.
It looks like they're growing over some buildings or through some buildings.
Yeah, they nature is putting up a fight here.
I realized last time I kind of fumbled part of the story because we hadn't played in, I think, just over a month, and I hadn't really reviewed the things from the end of the last session for me, and I think I would have explained to the guys, at least when we were on the ship to begin with, out of Neverwinter, that our buddy, that elf fighter from the Vandalin village, Eatermath, he's got this thing that a lot of people seem to be getting, and that that's the reason that we have this job from this person in Waterdeep, Sindra Sylvain. So that's what we were going to see.
So you're changing your story from the I decided to withhold all that information from you.
Well, it's up to you. I mean, I think it's like each.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, but for
No,
real, like
it's
each player
much better.
has like since I fumbled that, each player I think has as much say in what realistically should have happened because our guild didn't forget, Cordis forgot. So however you guys want to agree, if we want to like
We're gonna
quietly to ourselves or just like tell us when we get there, I'll play either of those.
We're gonna retcon it, and we'll just find ourselves back in Baldur's Gate. All right, switching maps. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
But we were planning on going somewhere.
You guys went to the place where you planned on going because you didn't know where the next place was that you're going to go. Like, you're supposed to find what's causing this death curse.
Right.
But nobody who gave you that mission has that answer yet. They just know that that according to the divinations and scrying that they've done, it's all pointed to this island, but not where on the island. Speaking
I'd have to say the person who probably knows the most in the town's the bartender, so we should probably ask him if he's noticed anything strange lately.
That's a good idea.
Besides the dragon.
All right, roll me a D100 if you're going to talk to the bartender.
D100.
Yeah,
all right.
Just you, not anyone else.
Why?
Because you're the one talking to the bartender, and I don't want everyone to talk at once. $24.
Seems more like a game of chance than.
Well, isn't talking to a bartender always a game of chance?
I guess, yeah, that's a good point.
It's almost like talking to a stripper, only not as risky.
He says, I don't know anything particularly odd. I mean, there's lots of things happen here all the time. But if you're looking for odd and cool places to visit, well, way back in the old days, Chult, that's this island, had many kings and queens, but none was more beautiful than Queen Zalcor. Thousands of warriors killed and died for her, but the only memorial of her reign is the Garden Palace of Nangalore, which lies near the eastern shore of the River Ulung, north of Lake Luo. Lake Luo.
Queen Zalcor?
Yep, Zalkore with an apostrophe on it.
Well, let's go search there.
Eastern shore.
I don't see a lake on this map.
No, this is just the. He doesn't mean here. He means in Chult. Like the island.
Oh, okay. So we have to go like to the east from here. Go southeast and then around. You said to the northeast.
It lies near. He said it lies near the eastern shore of the River Ulong, north of Lake Luo.
Of Lake. Gotcha. Okay.
I know that that Sylvain had recommended these establishments to you. Did you tell her which one? Did you tell her that this is where you were going to be headed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, then a runner arrives looking for you guys. And he says, excuse me, pardon me. The Lady Sylvain has regrets to inform you that she forgot to leave this in your care before you left. And he hands you a packet that has a map in it. He says,
okay.
He says she has collected as much information about this land as she could, though it is an incomplete map. So she hopes that that you will find it useful to start your journey with, and if you were to fill any more of it out, she would very much like to have an updated version when you're done.
I bet she would.
Courier. Yeah. I asked the courier if he requires any payment.
He says a payment is not required. This was Sylvain's error, she says. So I'm on a mission from her, but thank you. So what's fun about this map is this is just the basic map. Let me move you guys here real fast. If we go to here, and this is the big map version of it.
Oh, Chult.
The fun part is way up here. You see where Port Nyanzaru is, where I'm pinging.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay. One of the closest hexes that you can see, I'm going to say this hex right here. As you guys explore these areas, I can move those away, and then it clears that spot.
Ah, cool.
So eventually, you may actually clear Like as you explore, the map will become more and more clear. Unfortunately, I don't think it translates to that map I just put in your journal. I could be wrong. Maybe it updates. I don't know.
Take one off and see.
When you explore it, I will.
Can we pick this courier's brain about local information before he leaves?
He's already left.
Okay.
All right, so our goals here are to find this, eventually find this temple, right, and kill whatever's killing everyone else. But obviously, we've got to explore, find out a lot of information, and do some other stuff. Do we want to go check out this shrine that he told us about, or do we want to go walk around town and chat with some other people?
That's what I started bringing this map out. I wanted to look and see where that was that he was talking about. Hold on.
I say we go ask the other bartender, just in case one at the other place, the rowdy place. Let her go running off with only one perspective. I'd like to get more opinions before I go on a long trek.
Yeah, and going to Nangalore is a long trek. I just looked that up.
Well, and we don't have like horses and shit either. Like we'll need to with that too.
You look out over, past the city walls, and that tangled jungle mess. You cannot imagine trying to get a horse through there. And also, you don't see any horses anywhere.
Yeah, we'll probably need to get a dinosaur to ride out there.
We need dragons.
How do we get a dinosaur?
Who you're asking, me or?
Well, so are they actually dinosaurs, or are they something that looks like a dinosaur to us? Like, is that what they're called in game, or
they are called thunder lizards in the game?
Thunder lizards. Okay. So I want to ask the bartender about thunder lizards.
All right. What do you
they're
say?
for, and I'm curious about where they came from, and we saw somebody using one to haul a cart. Like, is that something that you guys use around here to get around town? Is it the best way to travel through the jungle? What are the ways you could buy them? That kind of information.
Well, yeah, I mean these giant lizards, they're great for all kinds of stuff. We use them for hauling things. We use them for moving things. The fast ones we race every week. We've got the dinosaur races. If you want to check any out, I'm gonna call these things, these thunder lizards, dinosaurs, because it's just easier. Just south of us, right here, is a gate, and that leads out to Tiriki Anchorage, and that's where the dinosaur pens are. You can go check out the racing dinosaurs. You can inquire about purchasing a work dinosaur. That would be the place to go to check them out. As you walk through town, I'm sure you'll see them being used for many jobs. I was going to say kind of like bulldozers and stuff, but you have no idea what that is.
I think I'd like to check out one of the races.
What day is today? Let me roll a d6.
Can you bet on the dinosaurs?
Can you roll a d7 in this game?
I know. I was just about to try to do that. I think I'm gonna. Ready? Let's see.
It works.
Bam! It is Saturday. So yeah, there's dinosaur races today. Probably going to start off in about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours.
Interesting.
You guys want to go to a dinosaur race? That sounds pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go. I'm ready to go.
A fruitful place to begin.
Woohoo!
All right, off to the dinosaur races, or are we
Hold
doing
on.
something else first?
Well, I'm looking at a race is 300 feet. It's actually runs through the town. So I'm gonna say, can you see the map? I'm pinging an area.
Yes.
This area is being cordoned off for the weekly dinosaur races.
Cool.
A nice long stretch of not too straight, but mostly straight road. We have a young Allosaurus who is racing this time. A Dimetrodon, a Hadrosaurus, and I never learned how to pronounce this one.
Diplosaurus.
No, I could pronounce that one. This one.
Looks like Deinonychus.
Sure, we can call it that.
Didn't you have the dinosaur buck?
No.
That's the Deinonychus. It has a terrible claw.
Yeah, I did not have the dinosaur book.
We sing and learn dinosaurs.
Yeah, I didn't have that one.
Yeah, you should get one. It's good. You'd know that this one has a terrible claw.
I may need that for this game.
See, when we asked our parents about dinosaurs, they said they're dead. And we said, oh, okay. That's it.
Makes sense to me.
They're all gone. There aren't any anymore.
The bartender's like, did I hear you guys asking about making a wager?
Yes.
Maybe once I've seen the dinos.
Okay. Well, then you guys can go over to the. Let me label this so that you can actually see it. Ta-da! You see where it says Tiriki Anchorage now?
Yep.
Yeah. It's over there. And this is the market ward. Label that.
I see.
Label the harbor over here. I think that's it as far as what you guys know in the labels that I have.
Can I ask the bartender how frequent a thing adventuring is in this city? Or from the city into the jungle or wherever?
Go for it. Let's see what he says.
How frequent is adventuring from or in the city?
Well, recently we've been getting a lot more, but I guess there's always been, as long as there's unexplored territory and stories of riches, people always want to go out there and try and find them. I think the best way to do that is to get a guide to help you through there. Someone who's had experience in here. But there's a fair number of adventurers that we see moving through this city. Some come back, but most don't.
Is there a guild for guides?
Well, yeah, that is covered by the great merchant prince Jobal. Any guide worth his salt has to register with Joe Ball. You know it's registered when if you see one of these um, one of these bulletin boards here. If the paper with the guide has Joe Ball's seal on it, then you know it's legit.
Yes, we see your test.
No, I was testing something for Denim. So hey, Den,
Yep.
real quick, I logged in on both computers
I only see you as
using.
one.
I know, that's why I
Yeah.
just did that to test that out for you. So you can totally do that. Use Synergy and use the Thunderbolt and the other one, and you'll only see it as one. And everything's updating on both screens. So pretty cool.
I am physically excited about that.
Well,
I thought
I'm
you
gonna
might be.
go.
Yeah. Yeah, you should. Everyone give me 15.
I don't have your camera on, so I don't care.
Yeah, why doesn't everyone have my camera on? It's got the little blue light on.
How do you turn the camera on?
Mine says it is on.
I just have the small icons instead of the big ones, so I don't see the pictures, so I don't see the video.
I see the pictures. I just don't see a video. It's got the kanji.
Yeah.
13.
That's what I see.
I saw my own.
Well, I would exit and reconnect, but that means that I'd have to redo all of my bookmarks and stuff because those don't get saved. So I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I'm not seeing you either. I tried going to look at it.
Oh well. Well, then I guess you'll have to take my word for it.
So Joe Ball is in charge of several guilds, or just the guild of guides and maybe a couple others?
Well, he deals with guides, and if you want to hire a sellsword, he's the guy to talk to as well.
And you were saying something about bulletin boards?
Yeah, and he kind of points you out the door to a bulletin board that's set up, kind of in between the two inns, you know, in that little market area, kind of, you know, where there's some awnings and stuff, so protected from the weather.
Is anyone allowed to post there for free?
As long as you're not trying to sell services as a guide, then yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
How does wagering on the dinosaur races normally go?
Well, how that goes is, where did I put that? There it is.
I have to go let out the cat. I'll be right back.
Okay, good, because I gotta find my Dinosaur Race handout sheet.
Okay, I'm gonna take 2 seconds too.
Okay.
Yep, me too.
I'm back.
Excellent. Everyone else left too.
Who is that Wakanga guy again?
He's a merchant prince who's the friend of Sindra Sylvain.
Got it. He's the only merchant prince we know. Does he know us?
He only knows that Sylvain traveled here with some adventurers who did not accompany her to his place of residence.
I'm back.
All right. Just waiting on Mike now.
Which one is the merchant prince's spot?
The merchant prince. Hold on, let me close my windows. The merchant. Yep, up there.
Is that one of the hills?
Yes.
Did Mike say he is back, or is that my imagination?
Pretty sure that was your imagination. Well, while you're waiting on him, you guys going to go down to the anchorage to check him out?
Sure.
I would actually like to read some of the bulletins.
Okay. Yeah, you can do bulletins.
I'm even willing. Well, I was gonna say to hang back a little bit and catch up, but I don't want to split the party.
Wahaha.
No, don't do that.
It always
I can
ends
browse
well.
over them quickly. Spend a minute or two.
Okay. You see things like this.
$30 up front.
Yep.
Personal quest.
Ooh, I like the sound of the personal quest. Free and risky.
Argyle smiles.
Here's another one that you find.
2 for 1.
It looks like everyone has a 30-day up front, which means these adventures must be pretty long.
Yeah, it's pretty standard. Even if it doesn't take 30 days, like that's the standard. If they don't charge that much, they don't get enough to live on for all the days that they're not out there guiding people.
So do we get a refund for the days that we're not out there?
Nope.
Is that how that works?
Nope. It's 5 gold a day with a 30-day minimum. So even if it only takes 5 days, you pay the 30-day minimum.
Okay, so how do these dinosaur races work?
Hold on, Mike's not back, so I'm showing everybody all the
Bulletins?
all the bulletins. That way you guys can, because that now that I show them to you, they're going to be in your journals, so you guys can go peruse them as you want, and then make decisions later. It's all the ones you see.
Cool.
Here is the rules on dinosaur racing.
Whoa. Do they have dinosaur fights too?
Yes. This, if you look at the map, this is an arena that's right near where you guys are. It's surrounded by all these walls, but there's entrances to get in there, and there's all kinds of fights from gladiatorial combat to dinosaur on dinosaur or dinosaur versus panther fights, stuff like that. I think tonight there's a gladiator versus a couple of velociraptors that's going to go on. Velociraptors in this game are not the Jurassic Park velociraptors. They're the real ones, the ones that are like dog or cat sized. They're still vicious. They're little.
Guy sounds crazy. But I might do that if someone paid me enough.
Are all the different racing dinosaurs racing?
If you guys are looking at the dinosaurs or checking them out, wandering around there, They are actually preparing the dinosaurs for the race, and so they're kind of showing them off. They're in their preparation pens. You see what looks like a Tyrannosaurus Rex with the name Big Honker painted on the side of it. You see a young Triceratops in one of the cages. You see a sign that says banana candy, and you see a Hadrosaurus in that pen. The Allosaurus they were talking about is called Bone Cruncher. And then you see a couple more dinosaurs. You see an Ankylosaurus, another Tyrannosaurus Rex, another Allosaurus, that one with the big claw. Then
Deinonychus.
Yeah, Deinonychus. And then you see Mountain Thunder, an aging Dimetrodon.
Mountain Thunder.
Yeah, it's one of those sail-backed dinosaur things.
And these are all racing?
Yeah, those are all the ones that are racing in today's race.
In like an hour.
Yeah. So, if you want to make wagers, then you talk to the bartender, and he'll tell you the odds on any particular one, and you can place a bet if you would like.
Yes.
All right. So if you go back to the bartender, he actually has a list that has the names of them. So you've got Big Hunger, you got Uptao's favorite, which is the Triceratops, Banana Candy, which is the Hadrosaurus. Big Hunger was the first Tyrannosaurus Rex. Bone Cruncher is that ill-tempered Allosaurus. Grung Stomper is the young Ankylosaurus. Scarback is the other Tyrannosaurus Rex. Nasty Boy is the other Allosaurus. Jungle Princess is the Deinonychus. And Mountain Thunder is the Dimetrodon.
So whether there's like 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9.
Would you be so kind as to paste that?
I will do it one bit at a time because it's in a table.
I'm guessing there's different odds on each. Oh, there they are.
I'm putting the odds.
So it looks like Big Honker's a favorite.
So the Ankylosaurus is 1-1.
Yep.
So you make no money on him.
No, you make your money. Like if you bet 100 gold.
Yeah, you bet you get 100 gold.
100 back.
Then you'd get 200 back. So you'd get your wager plus your wager.
Right.
And it's only for the winner, right? There's no like second place betting.
Right. I mean, I'm sure there's stuff here that rivals like any horse race that you've ever been to, but I'm not going into all that stuff.
So the Starback, it's 1-2. So if you bet, you lose money.
No,
you get your money back, but just
if you bet 100 gold, then you get 300 back. So you get your wager times 2 back.
Okay.
So yeah, you'd get 300. So you pay them 100 to make the wager, or you make the wager at 100. If you win, you get 200. If you lose, you pay them 100.
Got it.
Okay. But what about the 7-1? If I lose, I pay them 7 times what I bet?
No, if you wager 100 and you lose, you pay them the 100. If you win, you get 100 plus, or you get your wager divided by 7. So you'd make, if you win, they would give you 14 gold.
Gotcha. Well,
Yeah,
well 114.
Well, are you paying beforehand, or are you paying if you lose? That's the thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
If you pay the 100 up front, they give you 114. If you just make the wager on money that you don't have, or
Right.
then you pay them 100.
I gotcha.
And if they win, they pay you 14. Yeah.
Gotcha. So that's why Big Honker is the favorite.
Yeah.
How much are the guides again? 30 days for how much?
Hold on. I've got too many things at once. I'm still putting up these things.
No, there's more dinosaurs.
9 of them. There you go.
Aging Timitrodon. I think we should try to finance the guide with a dinosaur bet.
Yeah, if you want to hire a guide, it's going to cost you at least 150 gold.
Okay, who won?
You just missed the biggest, awesomest dinosaur race ever.
I had my own version of a dinosaur race going on.
No, I have posted the dinosaurs and their odds, and if you want to make any bets.
No.
I'll take 30 gold on Grung Stomper for even money.
Okay, 30 on Grung Stomper.
Do I put my money up front?
I'll keep track of that. You'll just owe them 30 if he loses.
Not if I win, though.
I said if he loses. All right. Anyone else?
I'm reviewing the statistics.
I can bet more than one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so why is the scar back on his last race?
Because he is retiring. He's not doing as well as he used to. He looks like he sustained an injury on his leg. They're gonna try to get one more race out of him, see how he does, and
Then eat him.
yeah, and then eat him. He did well enough in some of his other races that they'll probably stud him out.
Oh, can I get 5 gold pieces for my 2 short swords?
Maybe. Like, for both of them, you get 5 gold pieces.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
I think it's a shame that Deinonychus has a frightened jockey.
Yeah. This Jungle Princess sounds cool.
Argyle is typing.
I'm gonna put 10 gold down on
On who?
Nasty Boy.
Nasty
I
Boy.
would've- if I was gonna bet, that's what I would bet on. I mean, Tao's favorite is probably gonna win, but Nasty Boy is technically a very fast dinosaur with a famous trainer, so he probably knows what he's doing.
Nasty Boy.
Okay. Placed my bet.
All right. So, Saki, you're not betting at all?
No.
Okay. I want you guys to know that while preparing for this, I did a dinosaur race. Like, I did all the rolls and stuff. So,
How'd it go?
I already know who won.
Who wins?
But I'll tell you how it went. All right.
I want to place one more bet on the Dimetrodon.
Better getting in fast. All right. Bets are locked. So here's what happened. Big Honker came out fast. Real fast. And then I tried to make him go even faster, and he messed. He like tore a ligament, and he was at 50% speed the whole rest of the time. Banana Candy pretty much knocked Big Honker over, plowed through some carts, and knocked the rider off. Bone Cruncher.
Sounds like someone who rolled a 1.
Bone Cruncher attacked Tao's favorite and got disqualified, and a damaged Allosaurus.
Wait, Banana Candy knocked its own rider off?
Yes. Yes.
It's an upset.
Yeah, Jungle Princess pulled ahead for a long time. A long time, until Scarback came in and basically frightened the jockey enough that he went down a side alley in the wrong way. Mountain Thunder, however, pretty much kept pace with Big Honker, even though Big Honker was at 50% speed. And after Jungle Princess went down the wrong way, Nasty Boy pulled ahead of Scarback just at the last moment.
What?
So, the winner was Nasty Boy.
Yay!
Woohoo!
So, everybody subtract the gold that they put on anyone except for Nasty Boy. And then, so Argyle, you get 90 gold. And Zramorn, you get 30 gold.
Should have gone with Nasty Boy. But how would I know?
Just add 20 to my.
Correct. You just add 20 and
Woohoo!
Argyle, you just had 75.
So,
and
question.
Linos, you lose 40. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to Argyle did another 15 on Mountain Thunder, so he lost 30. So you add 60 to your total.
I took my minus 40 already.
Okay.
So how long did it take you to do the dinosaur race?
Did you have to roll for all
Yeah, I was just rolling and stuff. It probably, because I was screwing around while I was doing it, it probably took me 5 minutes to just sit here and roll a bunch of dice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't long. Like if you guys wanted to get a dinosaur, or try and get someone to sponsor you, then that is something we can do for some extra money. And it wouldn't take too long.
We could start a dinosaur racing team.
Yeah, in fact, right now you see a couple guys who are, with the excitement of the race going on, talking about the dinosaurs, the different dinosaurs that they have for sale. Obviously, some of them are more utilitarian, but he says that you could raise some of them for the purpose of racing.
Well, it was a good race. I felt like I was sitting there eating some Jaguar and Ocelot bits.
Cool. Good. Where was it that I had that I could buy a dinosaur?
I always wanted to be a dinosaur racer.
Once again, that is the part I find the least awesome about Roll20 is finding a page again that I had.
You can't bookmark it.
I've got this list of bookmarks, but they're listed like locations in the city denizens, arrival. I can't name it whatever I want it to be, and then even then it's just bookmarking a chapter, not the spot I want. So I would love to have bookmarked the spot of the guy selling these things. Let's go to locations in the city.
Selling the dinosaur spot.
Yeah.
So looking at the scale on the map, the city's not huge. I mean, it's big.
It is big. It's pretty darn big. But yeah, it's not like New York.
So in addition to the dinosaurs for sale, what else is going on in the market ward? Other sale stuff?
Well, the market center itself, the market ward is where you would go to buy most of your day-to-day items, like food. There's a really nice fish market. You can get rain catchers. You can get insect repellent. You can buy a canoe if you wanted canoes or anything like that. Um, up uh, up where you see this circus colored thing, the blue and red weird looking thing, that is the market for more physical goods. Things like armor, weapons, uh, animals,
Military grade.
just all kinds of things. Things that you're not going to consume on a day-to-day basis. It's a much higher end market. And it's huge. It's giant. It's all for those of you who have been to Japan, it's very much like that, where the streets are just covered in carts and shops,
Stuff.
and you could barely move through them.
Whale meat.
Whale meat would actually be down in the market ward. Plesiosaurus meat. That is a thing.
I would like to try some.
I recommend getting some in the morning. They are fresher, though more expensive.
We'll load up before we leave town.
Oh, I found it. Found it. The things that you see for sale, at 100 gold pieces, you can get a Hadrosaurus, a giant lizard, or a flying monkey. At 250 gold pieces, a flying snake, an Ankylosaurus, or a I can't remember how that's pronounced. Deinonychus. Deinonychus, that one. And at 500 gold, you can get a Triceratopes.
We're going to just call it a Triceratops.
Sure. You can call it that. But I'm the DM. We call it what I want.
Triceratops.
Call it Sarah for short.
That's 500. I don't have that much because I just lost. How much was the Ankylosaurus?
Ankylosaurus is a 250, and it's a very young one. Like it would be, you'd spend some time with it, raising it to either be a racer or a
pack animal.
Or a pack animal, yeah.
Are there any like pre-programmed worker dinosaurs?
Yeah. You can get an Ankylosaurus or a Triceratops that has already been trained for work.
Slightly more.
Roughly the same, just because you instead of paying for the potential, you're paying for the training.
Got it. Anybody want to get a dinosaur?
I do, but I think I'm going to go about it a little differently. Do you have pictures of the dinosaurs?
I do. Anyone in particular that you want to see first?
Dinosaurs. Allosaurus.
Hold on. Where's my pictures?
Onychus.
Features. Oh, maybe I don't have as many as I thought. I got this. But that wasn't even one that was on the list.
Stegosaurus. T-Rex. Eating, said Stegosaurus.
Yeah. That's probably why you didn't actually see the Stegosaurus. Ah. Yeah, for some reason I don't have shareable pictures of all the dinosaurs. I don't know why. But if you use D&D Beyond, you should be able to look up most of them. Here they are racing.
Racing.
Guess that's a Triceratops and a.
Allosaurus.
Is that an Allosaurus?
I'm guessing. I don't know.
It's kind of small.
It's a young one, but its arms are longer than a T-Rex's.
True.
I see flying dinosaurs.
I mean, technically, what I hear is that Triceratops are actually just a young version of a different dinosaur, and as it gets older, its front horn shrinks so it's almost gone. So it's only got the two big horns and a bigger collar, and that's why they never found a young fossil of that one dinosaur, is because that's what all the Triceratops they found were just young types of this other dinosaur.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know how true that is, but I heard that recently. But yeah, see, they paint all those designs on them, and all of them have like numbers painted on the hindquarters as well. You just can't see it in the picture. So you're collecting your winnings, and the bartender's like, so how do you guys like your first dinosaur race?
Thrilling.
Awesome.
Well, fantastic. There's more where that came from, and there's also the gladiators in the arena.
Gladiators.
Mm-hmm.
By whom is that managed?
What'd you say?
By whom is that managed?
That is managed by.
So I looked up the Deinonychus in the D&D Beyond, and when I click on it, like it gives me a short thing, but when I click on it, it tells me 403 forbidden.
Okay, that means that I don't own that book on D&D Beyond.
Okay,
because I didn't.
That makes sense.
I didn't buy Tomb of Annihilation in D&D Beyond because I bought it on Roll20.
Gotcha. Okay.
They have the same book in both.
They do, but on D&D Beyond, I'm buying any book that has to do with character creation. And in Roll20, I buy the campaigns. That way, you guys can use my account to create characters using all that stuff. But like the maps and stuff aren't there. Now I could go through and individually buy just the monsters from that book, which I've been doing with some of the other books to add to that collection, which is nice that I can pick and choose what parts of the books that I buy, which is really nice.
It'd be nice if buying something in D&D Beyond unlocked coupon for use in Roll20.
Well, the problem with that is that neither of them are owned by Wizards of the Coast. So
D&D Beyond seems to work pretty closely with them, though.
they do, and so does Roll20. But working closely with them doesn't mean that they share they can share profits.
I'm just wondering how much more stuff they would sell if they set up a system like that.
Well, when D&D Beyond came out, people were saying, "Well, I bought a hard copy of the book, so you should be able to each hard copy should have a QR code or something that you can scan to unlock the book in the other thing." So there was a big discussion about that. You tried looking up
Deinonychus.
And it said that it wasn't there because it should be there.
Yeah. Oh, it's there. Deinonychus. And it says Compendium Adventures Tomb of Annihilation. Deinonychus is a larger cousin of the Velociraptor, blah, blah, blah. It's like in the search results. When I click on the name Deinonychus to go into the actual book, I get a 403 forbidden.
Yeah, see if you can find it under Volo's, because I have it from Volo's Guide to Monsters. That I do own in there.
Okay. Oh, here it is in the Monsters Manual. Okay.
Yeah. Because I have it unlocked through that.
How much would it be to purchase
To purchase what?
Deinonychus?
I think you have to find one of those. I don't see a price for that. No, you'll have to special order that one. So it's not just it's not one of the commonly sold ones. So you could either go on a trek to go capture a young one yourself, or you could pay someone else to do that, and then in a couple days they would most likely have one for you. And I'd say 2,000 gold for a trek like that to hire someone else. Only because I haven't seen that in there yet, so I'm just making a guess. So I'm sure that is up for negotiation.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. I have a shopping list. I don't know that I've got everything on it. So, I would like to buy some antitoxin if I can. Are we in the market? Is that where we were?
Oh, hold on.
Eventually.
Yeah. No, you're in the you're in the right place for it. Hold on, Josh. I'm typing you something. 1 sec. A medium creature, Josh, is about your size.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's why I was asking.
Large is roughly the size of a horse or war horse.
Allosaurus.
And Argil, you were asking about the Grand Coliseum. It is run by Siban Seni, who is the mother of prosperity. She she basically runs the bank, which is this big huge thing not too far away from the Coliseum.
You say the Prosperity Guild?
She is the mother of prosperity, so that is her title.
Okay, what's her name?
Siban Seni. So it's Sibonseni.
Okay, thank you.
That building is on the highest point in the city, and the roof of it looks to be solid gold.
This one?
Down here, way down here.
Okay, thanks. I like the city. It's got bridges and stuff.
Yeah, the bridges are really cool. They're cool, like arched bridges and stuff. And the city is very, very clean. Even since you've been here, it's rained a little bit. It had one small period of pretty hard rain, and you've got these furrows, these gutters in the street. Some places, 2 feet wide, and the water just streams down there. There doesn't seem to be any plumbing, but you see cisterns and water wheels all over the place that use the daily rains to power things and to keep the fresh water flowing, and it provides lots of street cleaning just from the rains.
So, as I said, I have a shopping list. I think I've actually had it for the last month and a half. This might be a good time to go ahead and bring it out. I've got it in the chat.
All right. I'll look at that, but up here is where you want to go. The red and blue building for, I bet, for most of that stuff.
Okay.
Where in the chat?
It's not yet.
Oh.
I have the prices from the player's handbook and the weight, but I don't know if that would apply exactly.
It says everything listed in Chapter 5 of the Player's Handbook can be purchased in the Grand Souk. S-O-U-K. Grand Souk. Unusual items might not be available. Elephants aren't found in Chult, for example, but a merchant can always be contracted who will bring an item to order for the right price. So that's where you'd also go to get a dinosaur that isn't normally sold.
Does it rain every day here?
It rains every day, sometimes twice.
We should get some rain catchers.
You can easily find all of that stuff there, Argil. Roll me perception, though.
It's a good shopping list. What are you going to do with the sack?
Hold all the stuff in it.
Oh my goodness. You barely.
I needed a 20.
You needed at least a 19, but yes. You got it. You do notice a young cat-looking creature person attempt to make off with your coin purse.
How does this happen?
You are trying to purchase something, and this cat person comes up, but you notice the being from the criminally trained places that you've been through. You notice the approach like as a professional, and so you're actually expecting the jostle and the bump. So what do you do when you see something that's definitely been practiced, that you've seen before about to happen? So you rolled a 20. What do you do?
So as it's making its approach, I look at it and I say, "Are you looking for work, collaboration, something extra?"
Oh.
And I'm just staring straight at it.
He looks at you, and he kind of averts his eyes. He's like,
My face is completely passive.
"Just a meal."
What do you eat?
Fish, mostly.
Ah, okay. I heard there's an ocean very nearby. Bye.
Bye. Very nearby. Bye. Yep, he just keeps walking past you if you're not going to attempt to stop him.
I give him a very friendly cat call.
All right, so yeah, you get all that stuff. Just subtract the money.
Okay, thanks.
Anyone else looking for anything?
No, I'm just kind of cruising around with Cord, watching his back.
I feel like I could use some fishing tackle and some rain catchers myself. What's the price on the rain catchers?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Maybe a fishing pole, a net. Some canteens.
Rain catchers are 1 gold, and they're for catching fresh water out when you're hiking through the jungle, and they'll give you 2 gallons of drinking water, per inch of rainfall, and the insect repellent is 1 silver piece for 8 hours of getting rid of bugs.
Since I have scales, is it likely I need insect repellent?
No.
Okay.
All right, that's going to take you 10 minutes.
10
Grimsley.
minutes. Yep.
All right. Zoramorn excuses himself to a quiet place for 10 minutes or so. He seems busy. These dinosaurs, it's all the scaly things.
I'll be in my bunk.
Where is this?
Do we need any netting? Some like mosquito?
It's that insect repellent is the same thing as netting would do.
Got it.
I bet you I could smell your insect repellent and find the plant in the jungle that it comes from.
Information.
Take a whiff of this.
While you guys are doing stuff, you hear a very loud horn. It repeats itself several times, and it causes instant reaction. Like people stop what they're doing. Some of the people start putting their stuff away, and heading away from where they are.
Is it blue mist? I ask someone nearby.
Hold on one second. They say no. It's damn. There's say no. It's and they stop and listen. They say it's Malar's throat. One second, and I'll elaborate. I've got to find it. I hate it when I roll something and then I lost the table that I was rolling on.
Where'd the table go?
That's what I'm trying to find. It's in one of these
tabs.
One of these tabs. Oh, it's not okay. I thought it was under side quests. It's not. It's not a side quest. Okay. So so the person who's nearby who you ask is like, it's Malar's throat. It's that's the alarm for undead. They're being attacked again.
How does this usually go? Yeah, can you use help?
Yeah. Help is always for those who are able. Just go down to the to the gate, the Malar's throat gate. Here, I'm going to mark that on the map. It's way near the right edge of the map. Yep, that's the gate. Says I hope they can make it to the temple in time. Malar's throat is one of the outer city areas that's not protected by the wall. So when the lookouts, see either a wild dinosaur or some undead that are constantly roaming this area, they call the alarm and they try to either get in the gate or to the temple, but without help, many may not make it.
Yeah, okay. My party is all here?
Yep.
I blow my signal whistle and I toss you each one.
All right, everyone make dexterity checks.
If I think I can catch it.
Am I back?
Yeah.
Am I back? Has it been 10 minutes?
Oh, yes, it's been 10 minutes.
Okay. So I now have a steed, right?
You do. You see. When you blow your whistle and you're like, "Hey, where is everybody?" You see Zramorn come riding from around the building. He is on top of what looks like a large allosaur with but it's different than like the one you saw in the race. Like this one is more of a dark red with with black horns, and its claws are a bit longer than normal, and its teeth are black and extra sharp. And you see wisps of flame and smoke coming from its nostrils, and he's riding that sucker around the corner of the building.
Whoa. Heavy.
Thanks for the whistle.
Did you name this?
Not yet. I will.
All right. Nameless thing tries to eat the whistle. All right. So you guys are headed towards Malar's Gate.
Yep.
All right. All right. So you guys get to the gate. It's pretty easy to get to the gate. Only some people are headed that direction. Others are making room for people pouring in through the gate. But there's plenty of room for you to get through going the other direction if that's what you want. So how do you approach this situation? Because right now you see mostly what it is a throng of people coming through towards you.
Well, I will run past them.
Okay, you're just sprinting through there?
Yep.
Okay, you will probably be able to sprint through faster than anyone except for Zramorn, who
Yeah, they're gonna make way for him.
Yes, they are.
Charge forward.
All right.
Carefully.
What are the rest of you guys doing?
Hopefully coming with us.
Yep, I'm following close on his heels.
You can follow in the wake of the flaming dinosaur pretty easily. Yeah, people are making a nice tunnel for that. All right, as you come through and you see the people running, about here, because it's all down. I don't know if it's downhill or uphill. Honestly, I think it's a little. Oh, it's nope. It's uphill. It's uphill from where you guys are. From up at the top of the hill, you see what looks like about a dozen creatures shambling towards these buildings that are all up here.
Creatures,
and they're shambling. Saki, make me a perception check with your elven eyeballs. You see what looks like mostly zombies with a couple skeletons, led by a single ghoul.
Range on the ghoul?
From where you are, about 500 feet.
Seemed very fitting.
Right.
I just want to know how much shit he could carry. Guessing a lot.
Yeah, he can. But if you load him down too much, he can't pounce very well.
I know.
But 19 strength, that's a lot.
So do I need to create like a character sheet for him, or do I just go off the card?
I will, because
remember
his stats are different.
Intelligence is 6. Yeah.
Other stats are different as well. I will make a card for you.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
But it communicates to you telepathically.
Correct. And intelligence instead of 2 is a 6.
Yes.
But I don't know.
And it has to be because that's minimum for knowing how to.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I'll take care of the rest of it. But yeah, right now,
Okay.
just go by the card.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess now we go ahead and roll for initiatives.
Oh, it's that time.
I don't have a token, so I can't click on it to hit initiative.
Ah, that's really weird. Okay, let's throw up some tokens, but we're not going to need a map for this. I think we could do this
Verbally.
map free. If you bring up your character sheet, can you drag the if you go to bio and info, can you drag the token? Oh, I guess not.
Nope. Wow, that's huge.
All right, I'll give you guys tokens. 1 sec. So what you see down there, about here, is a temple, and the paladin knows it as a temple to Timora, which is the goddess of luck. Oh, I mean, you guys know about Timora because of
Vandalin.
Sister Garel, but this is a much nicer. This isn't just a little shrine. It's a full temple, and it seems to be there. One of its main purposes is to give people a place to get to if they can't get to the gate. Bam. Why didn't that drop you?
I can't click on that.
Working on it. Why? That's weird that you can't click on it. Yeah, it's not associated with you yet. Just hold on.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't copy paste. I'm just putting it down.
Gotcha.
Looks like you, but is not you.
I'll take
Okay.
my first one.
I'm not sure that clicking on my token is doing anything.
It's not
No,
yet. I have to
not yet.
assign it. I can only do it one at a
Oh,
time.
okay. Okay. Sorry.
You should have your dog as well, Saki.
Yep.
Okay, I don't know whose was what because there's a bunch of them from last time. So, on your mark, get set. Let's all roll initiative.
Oh, that sucks. I had a 13 before.
All right.
I rolled a 21 and now it's a 12.
All right. Okay, Linus, you're pretty far away. So what are you doing?
Do I want to go closer to these things?
Well, you are. You're like from where you are right now, like 600 feet away from them.
Yeah, let's move closer.
Okay, you're gonna use your turn to move closer. So Argil,
How
you're
many
up.
of what? How many of what are there?
There are 6 skeletons, 4 zombies, and 1 ghoul.
How much closer can I get? 90?
You can get up to about where Argil is if you double move.
Is the ghoul the one at the top, or positionally?
Don't worry about
position.
Just you see 11 undead just attacking the town. So they're smashing into doors. They're wandering up the street. It's all haphazardy stuff. So just I just have them there for initiative and things. We'll do Theater of the Mind for this fight.
Okay.
I'm sorry, six zombies, 4 skeletons.
Okay.
That's backwards, yeah.
I would like to pretty much just start attacking the closest ones.
Yeah, they're going after anything that seems to be alive, and if they see something alive go into a building, they try to follow it in there.
Okay. I'll actually do like quasi rescue mission kind of stuff. So if I can get into a building, like even if I have to attack one to prevent opportunity attack from it in order to chase another one into the building, I'll do that. If I'm trying to keep one off of me, I'll use Booming Blade, but if there's nothing there, I'll use Green Flame Blade, especially if there are 2 in that building there.
Okay, you do in fact see 2 of them attacking a building, so you're going to use Green Flame?
Yeah, and then I'll skip to the second one and to hit it with the Lightbringer Mace.
Okay, so these are ghouls. I mean, these are zombies that you're attacking right now.
Okay. For my proper attacks here. All right. So this is the first one with Green Flame Blade.
$26 hits. And then so Green Flame makes fire jump to the next one, right?
Yeah, but at 5th level, I get a D8 of fire damage on it also, I think. Let me make sure. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Then 1d8 plus 2 to the other one.
Okay.
Sure.
I'll go ahead and use sneak attack damage on this one also.
All right, so I see 18 points total. And then the second one with the Green Flame Blade just took D8 fire damage.
That's right, it was
right?
5 points.
5
no,
points.
it's D8 plus spellcasting ability modifier. So it does more damage to the second target than it does to the first one.
Okay.
So then I'll attack that one with the mace.
Okay. And the first one is you like lop one of its arms off, but it's still banging on the door with the other arm. It picks up his arm with his other arm and starts using that as a club.
Okay.
14 hits.
For crack damage, but I get another d6 of radiant damage.
Okay. Okay. That was not looking too bad. All right, the skeletons are using their bows. 2 of them are shooting at you, Argyle, because you're up there moving around, and the other 2 are shooting at random people who are fleeing. So here are the 2 that are at you. And then here's the 2 that are at other people. Ooh. All right, they just killed 2 people. Does 13 hit you?
No.
Okay, so you take 9 points of piercing. Saki.
At the ghoul.
Yeah. The ghoul seems to be in charge. It's got enough intelligence that it is commanding the skeletons to fire at different people. It's trying to get the zombies, but they're not really listening that much.
I feel like I just did some damage to it.
17.
That
You did?
would be a natural 20.
Yep. You got it in its face. It looks like you got it through its left eye, and it went straight through and out the other side. So its head is wobbly. Its head looks cracked, like cracked open. But it's still moving around.
You got 2 attacks.
You do. I'm waiting for the second one. You're level 5 now, man.
I forgot.
And that's the other eye. It's dead.
Cool.
Aw, the ghoul didn't get to do its thing.
Oh, it did.
Aww.
Zramorn riding on Silver. Hi-ho, Silver. Away. Did we lose you?
So what do I see around me? I
Okay.
assume there's.
All right, so you see the ghoul that was controlling the skeletons. He went down, and so the skeletons that were focusing fire on Argyle seem less focused now. So if they shoot him now, it's just going to be a random because he's moving and not because they're being told to. But you see 4 skeletons with bows who are shooting at anything that moves, and you see 6 zombies meandering around trying to smash into buildings and just eat people. 2 of them are damaged from Argyle's attacks, but none of them have gone down yet.
Okay. So what about the the 2 that aren't damaged? Are they close together? Are they far apart?
The zombies? There's 4 undamaged zombies, and yeah, they're the skeletons are all kind of close together. 2 of the zombies, there's 2 groups of 2 zombies and 2 single zombies just by themselves.
Okay. I'll go up to the 2 that aren't damaged that are grouped together.
Okay,
And
they're
attack them.
chasing. It looks like yeah, it looks like they're chasing some guy who's fleeing for his life, and they both have his scent, so they're just following after him wherever he goes. All right, so it is your attack.
So does that mean I get advantage at them?
No, because they're looking. I mean, they're aware of what's going on. They aren't they aren't like single-mindedly attacking him. That just happens to be their current target. But if something is moving at them, they notice it.
Okay. So I will swing Hugh at one of them. So how does this work with the steed? Does he use one of my attacks, or does he get his own attack?
He is independent. Now a mount, I'm not sure about the rules about a mount, but a steed in this case, this particular one, he has his own actions. He has his own attacks.
But his initiative follows mine, or do I need to roll initiative for him?
If you get off of him, he tends to get his own initiative. But if you're riding him, he shares your initiative.
Okay, and he gets a single attack, right?
Yes. If he is charging someone and does a pounce, then they have to save to see if they get knocked prone. If they get knocked prone, he makes a free bite attack against it.
Okay.
So you can either bite, or you can claw, or you can pounce, and if you knock them prone with the pounce, it does no damage, but if you knock them prone, he gets a free bite. And that's at advantage.
Yeah, and in this case, it says he gets knocked prone with a claw attack. So, same thing.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah, so if I go up, it says pounce. The pounce is using a claw attack.
Oh, you're right. No, you are absolutely correct.
Or a bite.
You are absolutely. Okay. I missed the claw attack. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna swing at the first one.
You're gonna pounce at him?
Well, sure. I mean, we might as well, right?
I don't see why not.
So let me run up towards him and pounce at him, and I'll do
give him your boots.
Yep. So you do a claw attack.
I'll do the claw attack. So that is 1d8 plus 4.
Right, and if you hit with that, so you've got to make the attack. If you hit with that, if he hits with that, then the creature has to see if it gets knocked prone. If it gets knocked prone, then he gets a free bite as a bonus action.
Okay, so I roll a d20 plus 6.
Yes. And yeah, I'll have a character set up just like Mike's Wolf. That hits.
17 hits.
Oh, yes.
All right, and that's 1d8 plus 4.
Yep.
Okay. And then he has to make a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Yep, so I'm going to hit strength. Oh. Yeah, he is not prone. But
one strong zombie.
Yeah. Now you get attacks.
Yeah, so I'm going to swing you at that guy.
Okay. Oh, ouch.
Remember, he's made of wood.
So he's taken what score? He's taken 7 plus 6.
13.
Okay. All right.
Is he still up?
Oh, yeah, he's definitely still up.
All right, I'm going to swing at him one more time.
Okay. Exactly.
I miss.
No, you hit.
Oh, I hit?
These are zombies. You need an 8 to hit them.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
But he had 9 hit points left. So you murder that one.
Nice.
Zombie's turn. So the one that was next to the one you attacked is going to try and hit you. Oh, hold on. I gotta make a Constitution saving throw. It's 5 plus the damage taken. So he's 9. 9 plus 5 is 14. Con. Oh no, he's dead. Okay. If a zombie is reduced to 0 hit points, he has a chance of just being at 1 hit point instead.
Oh, I got you.
So he's going to attempt to attack you. Does a 13 smash you?
No. Unfortunately, he needs 25 to hit him.
Yeah, pretty much. The 2 zombies that Argyle attacked are gonna attack him. I think that one hits.
Yep.
And then the other 2 zombies are chasing. No, one zombie. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, other 2 zombies are chasing other people. Hits, and yep, 2 more people dead. That's 4 people. 4 civilians lost.
If this was an XCOM mission,
This is 100% an XCOM terror mission.
Right.
Is this not how you're picturing it? Because it's how I'm picturing it.
Yes, that's how I'm picturing it, but I can't reload.
That's true. You can't reload. Linus, you're up.
Magic missile time.
Because yeah, if
everyone else, where's the city guard? Sorry.
They're trying to get the city guard, or trying to get people into the temple. They're guarding the temple entrances. You are the only ones who are out past the temple. No, the temple is past the wall, but you guys have actually gone past the temple itself. The guards are trying to keep the zombies away from the temple long enough for people to get in.
Are they within 120 feet of me?
They are now.
Zombie.
Yeah, you're fine. So you're going after zombies or skeletons?
Let's do 2 on the zombie, 1 on the skeleton.
I'm only gonna say that you're probably not gonna kill anyone with just a single magic missile per target.
Yeah, I would like do
Fireball
all of them
on the zombie.
Okay.
Okay. There are people near the zombie, civilians.
Back to magic missile.
All 3 of them.
Or we could just light them up. I look to Argyle.
Argyle is fighting.
Okay. Fireball away.
You're gonna torch the people?
Yeah, they should be getting in the city.
They are fleeing.
All right, let's see how many people are near that zombie.
That's the zombie, right?
There are 2 civilians near that zombie. All right, so roll your damage, and I'll do the saving throws.
Is there any way that I can burn a turn to go cover the 2 people?
Do you have a inspiration?
Yep.
Oh wait, Linus has evocation.
Yeah, can I carve them out?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, never mind.
Let's save the civilians.
Okay. All right. Roll your damage, and I'll roll my. It's a dex save, right? Zombies dex save.
First fireball, here it comes. Whoa, that's a lot of dice.
Yeah, fireballs are nothing to sneeze at. Spell save is 15. I rolled a 12. He takes 30 damage and incinerates.
Zombie down.
Yep.
I do a little dance.
Argyle.
Okay, so what's left?
We have the 2 zombies that you're in the middle of fighting right now. One of them is badly damaged. One of them is still has more than half his hit points. Then we have a zombie near Zramorn, a zombie by himself, and we have 4 skeletons firing randomly at people.
Okay. So 4 zombies, 4 skeletons. Is that right?
Yep. And 4 civilians are dead so far.
How far am I from the skeletons?
You could reach them if you used your move and your bonus dash.
Okay. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hit the zombie near me who is not so damaged with a booming blade with the longsword. And then I will. I might use sneak attack on him also, but yeah, I'll do that. And then I'll use my Lightbringer mace against the damaged one.
Okay.
I created little attacks for my cantrips, but yeah, I guess I'll do that. It's just the second damage for the booming blade isn't going to apply unless the zombie moves.
Got it. I understand.
So here's the longsword.
And zombies are pretty dumb, so. All right, that hits. That hurts him.
One extra thunder damage.
Oh.
I'll take 7 more if he moves, but here's the sneak attack.
Oh, that kills him.
Okay, cool. Here's the offhand attack. Plus, I'll add another d6 for the other zombie.
All right. That hits, takes a chunk out of him, but doesn't bring him down. And what's that d6 from?
The Lightbringer mace.
Oh, yeah.
1d6 radiant to undead.
Okay, well, you hit him, and he gets set on fire and immolates with radiant damage.
I laughed through the sizzling.
Yes. All right, so that was your attack. You gonna move?
Sure. I'll move closer to the lone zombie if I can find some kind of cover from the skeleton.
Okay, you can. You absolutely can. I mean, yeah. So you're gonna take cover while you're moving towards the other zombie. Got it.
Yes, please.
Saki.
Oh, is there any zombie that looks like it's getting close enough to attack a person?
The only one that is also being pursued by Argil, and Argil can get to him before he gets to that person.
Okay, so
unless he gets totally killed by skeletons.
It's just the skeletons that are shooting at people randomly.
Yep.
All right, I will draw a bead on one of the skeletons.
Okay. You affix your laser sight. You hit one of them for sure.
And then I will hit him again, hopefully.
Nope. I mean, that one goes through his ribs.
Yep.
All right, you moving?
No, I'm good.
All right, tell Thor to do anything.
Well, I mean, I either get one attack and Thor gets an attack, or I get 2 attacks, right?
Unless you're using swords, then you get a main hand and offhand and another attack. But, I mean, I don't want to metagame here or anything.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna run up to into the skeleton crowd.
But I was gonna say, but if you just make Thor move next to one and it tries to move away, he does get the opportunity attack.
Oh, so I was gonna have Thor flank one with me, but
that also works. There's a whole plethora of things you can do.
Yep, I'm gonna run up to the skeletons, and I'm gonna have Thor flank one of the skeletons.
Okay. Strymorn, you have a zombie right next to you that is undamaged. It looks like it wants to start gnawing on your steed.
Can my steed attack it?
Absolutely, your steed gets his attack. But he can't get the pounce because you're right next to it.
30 feet away.
So you can either bite or claw.
I think I will claw. Bite is better.
Bite does 2d10 plus 4.
We'll do bite.
I mean, you do you. I'm not going to tell you not to.
So 15 hits.
15 does hit, yes. You have the potential of killing him. Oh, you take a chunk out of him, a big chunk. But it's not enough.
Right. Swing my axe.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Now it's your attack. Oh, yeah, that kills him. Take his head clean off.
Can I... Since I still have one attack left, can I move and still attack something else?
Yes, you can. But you can only move up to 60 feet. So you can either charge the skeletons, or you can go after the zombie that Argyl's going after.
I gotta get to know this dinosaur. That's pretty awesome.
I guess I'll go. Argyl's going after that zombie. Is that zombie damaged at all?
No, the zombie's not damaged at all. I forgot to do the skeletons. I went straight from Linos to Saki.
Skeletons didn't get their turn.
They're about to. They're going to go right after Zoramorn.
All right. I guess I will charge them and swing my axe at one of them.
Okay. The one that Saki shot or a different one?
I might as well take out the one, or try to take out the one that Saki shot.
Okay. You remove his spine.
Awesome.
All right. He still gets his shot, though. Okay. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. So one is going after Saki, one is going after Thor, and the other two are against civilians. One of the ones going against civilian is at disadvantage because he is next to... Actually, all of them get disadvantage because you guys are all in their business, and firing a ranged weapon in melee range gives them disadvantage. So, Saki, that's going to miss. Thor, that's going to miss. Civilian, miss. Civilian, hit. Dead.
We lost 5.
Yep, you're down 5. I'm not going to tell you how many more you have before you fail this mission. That zombie notices you running up, and that's the closest thing it sees, so it's actually going to run over and try and smash you, Cordis, or Argyll. And he does not. Linos.
Yeah, which one is most eminently going to harm something or someone?
The skeletons. They're the ones that seem to be the most racking up the most kills here.
There are 3?
There are 3. They're all grouped together. But they're also with Saki, Thor, and Zoramorn, and his mount.
Magic missile, 1 for each of them.
Okay.
You know, Tom, if you used all 3 on one, it might actually kill one.
None of them have been damaged?
Correct.
No. Well, in that case, firebolt 1 of them.
Okay. And we got to get you a second attack. Why are you rolling at disadvantage?
How's that?
That misses. Would have killed him, though, but it missed. All right, Argyll.
So I'm near a zombie.
Oh, he is in your face now.
I will booming blade the punk.
Okay, so he takes 10 and a potential 13 more. Is that how I read that? Did I read that right?
That looks right, but I'm gonna check the spell. Yeah, because it's I'm at level 5 in a cantrip.
Yep. Okay. So 10.
Wow, 2d8 plus 1d8. That's crazy.
All right, you hear a weird noise behind you. And if you glance back, you see those 2 zombies that you killed are both now up again, slamming, trying to break into that door.
Okay, I'm actually going to leave the zombie that I just hit and run back and hit another one of those zombies with the Lightbringer and sneak attack.
No, they've got 1 hit point. So probably don't need sneak attack.
If I could do a green flame blade at this point, that would be amazing. But I don't think the character is capable of it.
Yeah, just 1 cantrip a turn.
So I'll hit one with the Lightbringer while I sheath the Talon longsword.
Okay. All right, you put one of them back down.
Yeah.
I see 3 plus 5 is 8.
Since I'm fighting zombies, is it safe enough for me to draw a dagger once I've sheathed the longsword?
You have that 2-weapon fighting feat?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that secures my armor class in between.
All right, skeletons. We got 3 skeletons left, right? Yeah. All right, Zramorn, you're being attacked by 2 of them, and one of them is firing at a civilian.
The one who's firing at the civilian, he like ran past Thor, right?
No, they're just standing there firing. But these are both against Zramorn. It's a 21 hit.
It does.
All right, take 8 piercing. You got nailed. It's 12 hit. No.
No, 12 did not hit.
15 hits. 1 more civilian down. Sucky.
The one between me and Thor.
Mm-hmm.
I will introduce to Prelude and Denouement.
You rename them again, so my names are not the right ones?
No, I used Cuff and Link temporarily, and then I renamed them to Prelude, and I forget what I renamed the other one, but
Okay.
you would set them back to Cuff and Link, so I'm like, I forget what it was called.
Well, that's, I mean, I
Denouement. It just means the same thing.
go open it up on the other thing. I didn't write over it. Ah, man. First one hits, does a lot of damage. Second one misses. But that was your main and offhand. You can either take 1 more main attack or tell Thor to attack him and possibly knock him down.
Yeah, I'll have Thor attack him and knock him down.
Okay. And level 5, you guys get a lot of attacks.
Why is it not?
Oh, I may not have Thor set up properly.
And does Thor attack at advantage?
Yeah, but that hits. So I guess if you want to roll for a crit, go ahead and just roll another d20.
Okay.
Okay, the skeleton goes down. And it does not look like it will be getting back up. Stramorn.
So there's 2 skeletons left.
They are. Yes, there are. They were the ones that were shooting at you. One of them hit you.
And two zombies came back up.
There's 2 zombies came back up. Argil put another one back down. So there are currently 2 zombies active right now. But Argil seems to be running back and forth between them.
Okay. And what else do we have left?
That's it.
The tiles on there.
You got 2 zombies, 2 skeletons.
Okay. And the one skeleton is down on the ground is dead?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm going to try to bite the one. $14 hit.
That does.
18.
It actually bites its head off.
Sweet.
And crunches it up. Crunch, 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 crunch.
And I am going to swing my axe at the other guy. And if I hit...
Hold on 1 second before you do that. Does that mace you use that's radiant damage, Argil?
1d6 of it is. The other d6 is.
It doesn't matter. Just the fact that it was radiant damage means that it can't do its undead fortitude. So
it has not risen again.
That is, even though it did, it did not.
Okay, I think I hit only one of them with that.
Okay. All right, we'll go with that. All right, Saruman. Sorry, keep going.
Swinging my axe. If I hit, I'm going to use Divine Smite at spell level 2.
I'm going to tell you now that's going to be overkill.
Overkill.
Okay.
That hits.
Right. I only did 9 points of damage, though.
Okay.
I guess I get another swing, but...
Yeah, you get another swing. I'm saying that Divine Smite at level 2 is overkill because it's an undead. You already get an additional D8 for that. So it's already 3d8 at spell level 1. It's 4d8 at spell level 2.
Overkill.
Okay, the extra damage is 2d8 for a first level spell slot plus 1d8. So I'd get 3d8.
Correct.
Also, it'd be 4d8. All right, so I guess I don't need to cast it at spell level 2.
If you roll all ones, then you might as well just use your other axe attack.
Okay. So I roll 3d8 then.
Yep, 3d8. Yeah, that incinerates it.
Okay.
Floosh.
And I guess I can... there's only one zombie left?
Well, watch this. Here we go. You might just want to watch this one.
Okay.
So the one zombie that's standing next to Argil goes ahead and tries to attack him. And does. The other zombie comes up to flank, but as soon as he takes a step, he explodes. Now, is that radiant damage? Or is that just
thunder damage?
It's just thunder damage. Okay. It explodes, and how much damage was that? Was that 12? Yes, 12. 12, 7.
It was 13.
13? Okay. It explodes, and you can tell it is not going to get back up. Oh crap! I'm doing all this stuff with the I hit the wrong button. Sorry, he rolled a 22 to hit, and he did 4 damage to you. That first one.
Okay.
And the other guy, to get back up, rolled a 7 instead of the 16 that he needed.
Well, I was gonna say I still had my move and one more attack. Oh no, I used a spell. Never mind.
Yeah, but I knew he was going to explode. Is the thing. And no, you didn't use a spell. Doing smite like that does not count as using a spell. It just uses a spell slot. It is not casting a spell.
So there wouldn't have been any advantage to me riding.
Yeah.
Hitting one of the zombies. Okay.
Because the one
Except he took damage though.
Well, he took damage on one that he's got between him and a house. So the one that you would have gone after would have been the one with the more hit points, which is the one that exploded as soon as he took a step towards him, which I thought was pretty cool.
Okay.
So there is one zombie left. That's all. Linos. And he is in super bad shape.
Firebolt.
There you go. Firebolt. If you can roll over an 8.
Sometimes.
You know, if you could roll over a 7. All right. So
yes.
10, 15. He goes down. And he stays down. You have eliminated it. With only 6 civilian casualties. Congratulations.
Is that good?
Well, it's better than 10.
10 was where we lose.
Yeah. Well, 10 was where where it starts to get negative. If it had been like over 15, it would have been bad.
Why don't you stay out of our way? Something like that.
Are there any treasures?
Yes. Not on those guys. Hold on one second. Let me
on the civilians.
Let me No, actually this is the really poor section of town. Like those guys had nothing. Nothing but the lives that were being stolen from them. Okay, that was not side quest, that was encounter. All right, so the people are super excited. They don't have much, but they come out and they're like, you know, you've saved so many of us. We're so grateful. Here, this is what we have, and they give you a red potion, and looks like a 5-gallon barrel of this amber-colored liquid.
What's the liquid?
You want to give it a smell? Give me perception. Just one. Okay. At a 17, you take a big whiff and you smell fermentation with notes of honey. You have a feeling that this is a honey type of beer or ale.
Mead.
And it smells good. It is called Tej. Tej.
That's a character's name. I could never remember it. Now I remember it.
Cool.
Tej.
Yep, Tej. So you guys, with 5 gallons, you guys could get pretty toasty on this. Well, some of you guys. Strawmore, maybe not.
Any extra effect?
Can I get a hit point back from it?
No, you can't. It is just. They're basically saying thanks and giving you a keg of beer. That's all they got.
Can I get a read on the potion?
You can, yeah. It's a healing potion. You know that for sure.
Cool.
It looks and smells just like the other ones you got. It's just in a slightly different looking bottle. And you guys get XP.
How much is the Tej worth?
The Tej, if you were to sell it, you could get 10 silver for it, for that 5-gallon barrel.
So it's not that rare.
No, this is more common and popular in Chult than beer or ale.
We could throw a party.
You could.
Real quick, how many potions of healing have each of you guys got? Not greater potions of healing, just a potion of healing.
1.
One.
Saki.
Giving it to me?
No, I'm asking how many potions of healing you have. Not greater potions, just potions.
4.
You have 4 potions of healing?
Yes.
He doesn't drink them.
Okay.
I only drink them in emergencies.
It's a good idea.
Which means that he's unconscious and someone else takes one of his and feeds it to him. That's the only time he's ever drank one.
So, may I keep this potion of healing? Or are you going to make me arm wrestle you for it?
Well, I was going to say yes, but that sounds good. Let's arm wrestle for it.
Okay.
That is a strength check.
How about a wager? Like, if double or nothing. If I lose, you get to...
No, we're talking...
If you lose, I get another one of yours.
He who wins gets the healing potion. That's it.
Okay.
All right, just both of you make a strength check. Not at advantage.
Oh, crap. Sorry.
Huh, doesn't matter. Argyle wins.
Yep.
Thank you. Come again.
That's what she said. Do you have in your notes what XP you were at? This says 5150, but that's too low.
I have 6850.
6850 is what I have.
All right, that must be on a piece of paper I put down somewhere else. 6850 sounds right.
Yep.
So you guys got another 175 each for that.
So 7,025. Is that right?
Yep. Yep, that was not a level 5 rated encounter for sure. Wow, you guys got a lot of attacks at level 5. And I see that your damage goes up on your firebolt, Mr. Linos.
Yes.
Yeah, it did. I'm like, oh, here we go, another 3 or 5 or whatever, and
So
you're
we got
10.
175 for that?
Yeah, 175. So 70-25.
Yeah, no more 3s. Was this like a level 5 rated encounter?
No, it's like level 3.
That would have been tough at level 3.
Probably. But yeah, we got to get you guys warmed up.
All right, are we going to resume our shopping?
Oh yeah, you guys just go back to shopping like you were. But hey, you got.
I'd like to purchase some potions of healing.
Okay, you try, and it's actually very difficult. Things like potions like that are highly restricted, and asking around, it turns out that you can only do that through one of the merchant princes specifically.
Our merchant prince.
Oh yeah, Wakanga Otamu is the only one that sells potions and scrolls. He sells common potions for 80 gold, uncommon potions for 300 gold, first level spell scrolls for 100 gold, and second level spell scrolls for 550 gold.
This would be a
Cool.
common potion.
Would say?
It would be a common potion, 80 gold.
Healing potion is common, yes.
So I can buy one then.
Being that you have an inn, he is the one, the only merchant prince that you can actually make an appointment with and get one relatively quickly. So yes, you can just basically say, hey, you can go say hi to Syndra, and while you're there, say, I'd like to buy some potions, and one of his servants can take care of that for you.
Sweet.
So just subtract 80 gold for however many you get.
I take it we're going to have some sort of long rest now.
Well, I mean, yeah, you guys haven't even been here a full day yet, so yeah, whenever you guys decide, you can go to the inn and go to sleep for the night. But there's plenty of stuff you can also do to explore. I don't know what kind of time constraints people have, but it is after midnight, so but it's up to you what you guys want to do.
I'm unconstrained.
Cool. Give me 5 minutes. You guys discuss what you're gonna do, and I'll be right back.
I took notes on the bulletin board posters, and let's see, there are two of them, two guides offering their services without pay if we go to places they want. One of the places is Firefinger, the other is Frockhammer. The other ones don't sound so great, but two of them are pairs. They're less expensive, and we don't have to make a down payment. They're tabaxi. And one of them seems to mostly just comment about how much the other ones suck. And she also does not require a down payment.
I kind of like the one who's more of a nature nut, just because I'm more of a nature nut. My only misgivings are the money that we give her, she'll give to charity. Well, she'll pay off the she'll pay some thug that demands tax from her, and the rest she'll give to charity.
Where's Firefinger?
I don't know any of the locations. We should have a look at a map when we can. So we're good. I think we should form a short list, and we'll have Eku and maybe the ones who want to go to locations.
We can have them fight to the death.
We could do that.
Or we could hire them and then kill them later.
Doesn't sound entirely lawful, but we
Full
could.
role-playing.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of that idea. Me, my dinosaur would prefer to not kill off people. Just saying.
Does your dinosaur have a name yet?
Can you tell us about your dinosaur?
Dog meat.
Dog meat.
Awesome.
I'm a paladin. Has to be dog meat. You want to know about my dinosaur?
Oh, where? How did you find this dinosaur?
I focused really hard and prayed to my God.
Well, it seems reasonable enough. Looks like a divine beast. Any bells and whistles?
Just the standard Allosaurus stuff, only he's smarter and I can communicate to him telepathically.
Too awesome.
And he can bite, he can claw, he can knock stuff down.
You've got a saddle for him?
Yes. It came with him. My God gave it to me. He's a good God.
So do we want to venture around in here or go outside? Sounds like we need to go get the healing potion.
I think I already did that.
Okay, I actually have this map here. I thought it was something we could not look at.
Is it just on the list?
Yes,
Player's map of Chult.
that's the one.
Where is the fire finger?
It's plugging the fire hole.
I see peaks of flame, land of ash and smoke.
So I'm going to guess it's somewhere that we have not uncovered yet.
So we are going to take a long rest before we go out on an adventure, right?
Yep.
Okay. What did we all decide?
We're going to buy canoes.
Nice.
Told you
I'm
we should
looking
have kept
for
that boat.
We were,
a pterodactyl.
A pterodactyl. Got it.
petite pterodactyl.
So we're going to take a long rest, and I'm going to change my second level skill back to aid.
Ah, cool.
Should we try to get an intro to one of the other merchant princes we don't know?
If we just kill all the merchant princes, then we don't have to worry about which ones we know and which ones we don't know.
I really don't like that idea.
It also doesn't sound particularly lawful. Not that I care.
Well, they're all scoundrels, so.
Yeah, because you know them very well.
Yes, I do.
All right, well, where are you
I know
guys now?
everything I need to know about them to know they're scoundrels.
Yeah, where are we now? We're gonna go back to rest, so we should go back to the little inn thing, right?
Let's go to the inn.
I think we should go to what's his name's house. See if he'll give us a room for free.
Oh,
cheapskate.
No, Syndra has already hinted that that's not going to happen.
Okay.
But when you guys get back to the bar, it's getting on into evening and stuff, and you see a bunch of people at the bar, and one of them is talking quite loudly and enthusiastically about something he's holding in his hands. He's oh, hold on, come on, there he is. He's like, yes. If you're planning an expedition, this is indispensable. This guide has information about all the creatures that you might encounter. It is most fantastic. Ask me anything at all about any of them. I have the answers right here.
What is the book that he has?
You walk over, and you're like looking at it, and he sees you looking, and he's like, "You there? You look like the adventuring sort. I bet you might be planning an expedition. You should take a copy of this. This is Volo's Guide to Monsters, written by me, Volothamp Gedram." And it's pretty thick, nice looking hardback book. He appears to have a couple of them. I also need to roll for this. He also appears to be more than a little intoxicated.
I'm curious how this guy has enough information to write a book on all the creatures in the land.
Every single insect, every single avian.
Right.
Well, the important ones that might try to eat you anyway. I don't have information on like every harmless sparrow. No, that would be. I wouldn't have enough room in this book.
Sparrows in the jungle?
In Chult? I've not seen any here, but this book covers more than just these lands. I am a gatherer of information, and this information I can pass along to you.
For free?
For free? Well, how would I get my food and this fine ale if I were to just give away my life's work for free? No, a pittance for such information as this, of course, because, I make it up in volume, but no, not for free. But totally worth it, I promise.
What kind of price?
For this durable hardcover edition, 50 gold.
Have you got any other editions?
No. He looks around. No.
Do you do barter?
Argo roll persuasion, yeah.
Well, it's 50 gold or the equivalent, of course.
What about goods for services?
Normally, my services would be to collect information about creatures that I know nothing about. If you could bring me information about a creature that is not in my book, then yes, we could work out a deal for that. Of course.
How about you
Could we
give us
use
a
your
book
book
to
to
take with
survive in
us?
the meantime?
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, how about you give us a book to use so we could find out if the
Yeah, so we find out what you don't know about. Yeah, a book to survive on in the meantime, and then we'll bring you information.
No. I've been fooled by this one before, good sir. No, those
That's
people.
unfortunate.
Yes, no. That I cannot risk. But for 50 gold, then you may take a copy of this book of your own, and I promise that it will keep you alive or your money back.
Guaranteed.
Wow, that's quite the promise you got there.
I assure you, it has kept everyone alive, for no one has come back looking for a refund.
More interesting by the moment.
If you do not believe me, ask me. Ask me about a creature and see if I do not have information in here about it.
User joined your channel.
That was me.
Yeah, I see you in here twice. Come now, ask me anything. I assure you, this book is the genuine article. This is the real thing.
What is your favorite color?
My favorite color is yellow, thank you. But that is not in the book. Or it might be in the foreword, I'm not sure, I don't remember.
What is your request?
Do you know what an OTU is? What about a hook horror?
Hold on.
Odiug.
Odiug.
What do
It
I
is
think?
pronounced an Odiug, good sir.
What do I think about it using my insights of a 20?
From what you can see from over his shoulder, I mean it looks well written. There's definitely lots of information in there. He is a little bit drunk, so it's not super hard. He's not trying to keep it a secret from you. He definitely wants you to purchase one. It has a lot of diagrams. It has a lot of things about monsters. Some you've never heard of. Some that you probably have. You said hook horror. Is that under there or is that under that? You see this one image in there? It looks like a snail with like 5 wavy stalks sticking out of its head. It does not look like a creature that could possibly exist.
Is the Perryton in there?
The what?
The Perryton.
Oh, pterodactyl.
No, the Perryton.
I'm looking. Oh, no, there's nothing under P.
I don't think he knows as much as you think he knows.
Are you asking him about this creature?
Yes.
He says, I do not see. Do you have samples of this creature? Do you have knowledge? I would love to get this information from you.
Well, yeah, it comes from the mountains where I grew up. It's got the head of a stag and the body of a bird.
How many different kinds of snakes are in your book?
Do you happen to have anything from this creature? You said a bird. Do you have any feathers or claws or any such thing?
Some of my arrows might be fletched in it, but I haven't really paid much attention.
Well, if you could bring me such things, then I could credit you as one of the contributors of this great and fine compendium.
One of the interesting things about them is they actually need a fresh heart from a humanoid to reproduce.
That's interesting. He pulls out this quill and he starts writing things. How did you spell that again? It was Perryton.
Yes.
Interesting. And what region was this in?
In the mountains.
The mountains of what land? For they surely are not in the mountains of Chult.
No, not Chult. I just don't remember where I'm from.
The thing that you see the picture of, Zramorn, was this.
Okay.
So, you think maybe he knows what he's doing, but then again, maybe he's just totally BS. Because you've never seen anything like that. He says, I have more information about beholders, gnolls, orcs, mind flayers than anybody else knows. Anybody. Ask me any questions. I assure you, this book is worth your time.
I'll give you 10 gold for it.
You will have to roll some incredible persuasion. Nay, take good sir. 50 gold, or, 45 gold in the equivalent of this fine beverage. Look, there are 4 to 5 of you people there. If you all chip in, you don't need a book each, just a book per party. If you split it between the 5 of you, the 6 of you, it's hardly anything at all.
How about a discount for the start on your work on the Perryton?
I have also had many a traveler tell me about imaginary creatures that did not exist in order to try and do that. Therefore, I need more tangible evidence of such creatures to just to give a discount on my book. There are too many unsavory types out there just trying to get pull one over on a poor old man.
Surely, well.
Look, my friend Elminster says to never, ever, ever let people do that. That I am far too trusting. And if he says that, then I must stand my ground.
Do I think that Elminster is actually, like, the Elminster is actually the friend of his he's referring to?
Roll me a perception.
What about insight?
Oh, insight's fine too. That is better. The way he casually said Elminster while he's drunk, you did not get the feeling that he was trying to play you. That it just popped out in a very casual way, as if he might actually know Elminster. Zarmorn, you make me a perception, please. The book that the bits that you're looking through, you flip to the front, and the foreword is written by someone named Elminster.
Okay.
Which probably doesn't mean anything to Zarmorn at all.
Argyl's eyes would be getting wide and his jaw would be dropping slightly, however.
But yeah, it seems legit to you.
Can I huddle with the party?
Well, of course. This is a very casual thing. Like, people are just hanging around at the bar. He's talking. He doesn't really seem to care if people are listening, but if anyone looks like they're paying attention, he's talking at them, whether or not they actually are paying attention.
Sidebar.
I would like to walk away with a copy of this, and I'm willing to put 12 gold and some silver toward it. What do you guys think?
It'll keep us from getting killed. I think it's a good idea.
Ah. Spine of the World, the Stone Lands, and the Southern Goblin Marches. As well as the Glen Mountains.
Those people are talking, and suddenly you just pop out with it, like those words right in the middle of, like, everything.
I was thinking.
That's where I saw them. And are any of your arrows fletched by this creature?
What should I roll?
Yeah, roll survival, because that's when you would have done it. Yeah.
15, yeah.
You have 3 arrows that you know for a fact are fletched by that creature.
So I show them the arrows.
I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Okay. He takes a look at that, and you should see that he knows what he's doing. He's like flipping through the feather things just right. He's like sniffing it. He takes a little taste of a bit of it. He pulls out some other feathers from different parts of his cloak, and he's examining it and comparing it. And then you see him go, aha, aha, see? And he's like, wait. And he looks at it again, and he goes, But you might be right, sir. This, I've never seen a feather such as this. This is definitely new. Your story may have merit. I can give a 10% discount for this amount of contribution to my next work.
Next edition.
Yes, my next edition. You want to grab it and flip through the section on orcs to see if he actually knows anything?
Yes.
You might know a thing or two about orcs.
Yep. Goblins.
All right. I want you to roll me survival with advantage to match your knowledge of orcs and goblins against things in his book. You have now learned 3 more things that you had no idea were true, and you have confirmed 22 things that you knew are true that you didn't think anyone else, like who is a who doesn't know the subject, would know, that he nailed.
Okay.
I'd like to see what he knows about sea creatures.
Sea creatures. Any specific sea creature?
I'd like to look at some information on what I think of as a relatively common monsterish sort of sea creature, and also I want to have a look at what he thinks of as a very rare sea creature, and I want to compare my general knowledge of sea creatures with the as to the what is it, the likelihood of the existence of his rare creature.
Okay. He has information. Oh yeah, you're gonna have to roll some sort of intelligence or whatever you think might go with that.
I'm okay with survival.
Okay.
Would it have advantage or normal?
If it's something that you've spent time around, which the sea you have, so you know enough rumors and stuff that it would be with survival.
Advantage?
Yeah. I meant with advantage, not with survival.
Okay.
Nice. There is this godlike creature that that you'd heard stories about. This this divine being who can control in the water. He comes out of the water, and he can create water, destroy water, control water, and then call lightning on command. And he has these black tentacles that whoosh out of his body and damage creatures, ships, whatever. And what you realize reading through this that this is not a divine creature at all. It is a kraken priest. And it is actually just a humanoid of any race that a kraken takes control of and speaks through it. So he is just a conduit. He is not even he's not a divine creature at all. He is just a puppet. But you never knew that, and no one you ever talked to knew that either. But he's got very convincing evidence in this book that this is the case.
That sounds interesting. But to satisfy my sense of validity, the validity of this book, I would want to know what he says about illithids and specifically how they operate from the Underdark.
He has chapters and chapters on the Illithid. He knows their names. He knows their layers. He knows.
Does
he
know
knows
that
what the Elder Brain is.
Okay, that's impressive. Does he know that they create more by planting tadpoles in humanoids? That's knowledge that would impress Argo.
Yep, I'm actually reading this section. This is the book that I own, by the way.
It's in my hands.
Yeah, okay.
I'm looking at the Kraken Priest.
Yes, Ceramorphosis, he says. Mind flayers don't reproduce in the traditional sense. Instead, they lay eggs from which hatch tadpole-like creatures that are used to make more of their kind through a process called Ceramorphosis. And it goes into details about that.
I removed 12 gold pieces from a pouch.
I'll drop a plat.
Well, that's enough to buy it. No, it isn't. That's 10 gold. Damn it.
Right.
I'm drunk.
Anybody else?
Drink.
Yeah, I'll actually use a plat and 2 gold.
All right, so we're at 22 out of 45.
Wish I had won the dinosaur bet.
You don't have 10 gold?
No, I'm in for 10.
Okay.
All right, 32.
How about you, Zermon?
Darmon is not here right now. He is out for another 2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes.
Okay, I can take care of that.
Alrighty, you grab 2 plat from him. So what the cool thing about this book that you now have in your hand is that as you find creatures on this continent, there are sections in the GM only bits that I read that are quotes from his book that give you more information about it, which is very cool.
Cool. All right, I've got to get up at 7 in the morning, so I'm going to go ahead and go.
Okay. Well, thank you for playing. And yeah, I don't think we had any changes to the character sheets or anything. So yeah, we are at 70-25 right now.
Cool.
All right, man. Well, I will talk to you tomorrow, and if we get some time, we should do some heisty stuff.
Definitely. We're going to be at SeaWorld tomorrow, but whenever we get home, if you guys have time, I'll look for it.
Cool. Yeah, just send me a text and I'll let you know what I'm doing.
Okay, cool.
Bye, Saki.
Catch you tomorrow. Well, maybe not you, Tom, but catch you guys.
Maybe, though.
Yeah, maybe. Good night.
Night.
User disconnected from your channel.
right, then I guess you put that in your inventory, Argil.
Okay.
What is this book called?
This is called Volo's Guide to Monsters.
Perfect.
And if you want to look through it, it's on the D&D Beyond account. So if you just go up to Compendium and click on that and go to Rules, if you scroll down, there's a book that says Volo's Guide to Monsters. Hit View Volo's Guide, and that is literally the book.
Do we unlock an achievement for buying Volo's Guide to Monsters from Volo himself?
Yes, you do.
Excellent.
You get a very durable hardback version of the book that is signed by him, if you would like.
Achievement unlocked.
And he says, if ever you receive any damage on it, ripped pages, torn cover, you just bring it back here anytime you can find me, and I will, of course, mend it for free. Because one of the few spells he has is mending as a cantrip. Right, so I heard you guys talking about the guides as I left. Were you guys talking about trying to find one?
Yeah, we're kind of compiling a short list. We have 3 on them, but we haven't really considered the Tabaxi pair, and I think those are the other ones that I would be inclined to consider.
Which one's the Firefinger one?
Azaka.
Azaka.
Yeah, we want to know where those places are.
Shakasha.
Yeah, we looked at the map. I think they're in the stuff we have not uncovered.
Oh, so Azaka Stormfang?
I don't know. We didn't look for all of them. Just Firefinger, I think.
The Terrafolk.
Yeah, can we ask Volo where Firefinger and Rockhammer are?
What was the second one?
Rockhammer?
I will be right back.
The bartender listening in says that Firefinger is right up the river Tiriki, which he points at one of the rivers that that's right over there. Like that's where it starts. Follow that river.
I see it on the map.
You do see it on the map, or do not?
Yes, I do.
Okay. But I don't see that second thing you said.
I think it's a dwarven forge that he's got some artifact in he wants to recover.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of the same. Okay, so which guide was that? Do you remember?
Musharib.
Musharib. Rockhammer. Oh, okay. The bartender knows nothing about that.
Can I ask Volo?
Yeah. You ask Volo, and he drunkenly mentions that I am not an adventurer. I do not go exploring these things. I simply compile all the information and take the evidence or the things that people bring me, and I compile it all and I write it and I gathered the knowledge, and I regurgitate it into these fine volumes. I have not. I have never left this port. I mean, on the island of Chult, I've been to many ports in many lands.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, looking at him, you can tell that he is not a native of this place. It's almost like he's on a book tour. He is the albino dwarf, right? Because there's two different dwarves.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's the one that someone says that they are not to be trusted.
Okay, I'm back. Where's Firefinger?
Firefinger is up the river, and it's not far away. The other location is unknown. Here it is. Musharib is an albino dwarf, and they're not to be trusted. Period.
I never trust albino dwarves.
Darn it! I need Grimsley here for one thing before we go. But then I'm ready to call it.
I kind of like the look of River and Flask.
Well,
it's not a bad deal, especially if we don't find a whole lot of treasure.
It's the nice thing is that if you lose a guide or you get tired of a guide, another you can always hire another one. I mean, if you start getting them killed off, the word's going to start spreading and it's going to be harder and harder, but no one says that you have to be stuck with just one.
Can I get a sense of the consequences of hiring a guide who is not in the guild?
You can ask the bartender about that. I wish the search worked better.
As I approach the bar, I'm holding and just kind of working in my hand a copper piece. And I quietly offer him the question of what the consequences might be of hiring a guide who's not a member of the guild of Jobal.
He says, well, I mean, if you do it on the down low, you may not get caught, but then again, you might find. Hold on. You might find. You might find a coin with a Triceratops on it, and that's always bad news. That basically gives people the right to open contracts out on you if they think you're doing the wrong things. You could find yourself dead or worse. If they catch you doing that, then you'll have to do the executioner's run. And
what is the executioner's run?
It's mighty entertaining to watch. That's what it is. Over in the old city, there's a 15-foot deep pit that's 50 feet wide, running down through the center of the street. The convicted people get it on one side, and then the raptors or the panthers get it on the other side. And if you make it across and get out, well, I guess you're free to go. But if not, well, justice is done.
So, contracting and hiring outside of guilds is basically a capital offense.
There aren't too many non-capital offenses here.
Well, thanks for the info, and I leave the copper piece on the counter.
Hey, not a problem.
So we should stick with the guilds.
I think so, unless things go bad for us anyway.
Right.
Hey, says the bartender. Not that it's causing any trouble yet, but could you talk to your dragony-looking friend about finding a place to store his steed, as it were? People are starting to avoid my inn, trying to walk around that thing.
Yeah, I'll bring it up.
They're used to the big lizards and all, but not one that have so many pointy bits and smoke coming out of its nose.
We'll see about hiring a page, maybe.
Yeah, or just while you're in town, put it in one of the
I meant squire.
places you put horses, if there were horses in this town.
Stable or
Stable, yes, stable that sucker.
Okay, I have concluded the recording for now. I'll shadow play anything important that happened.
Cool. Yeah, that was it. I will talk to Josh when he gets back. It's not anything that you guys need to be in on as well. It's just something that happened at the temple that I rolled for and popped up for him during the fight that he's got to deal with. All right, I'm cutting my recording as well. So, what is next week? We're getting close to the Christmassy times.
Next week is Christmassy.
The 23rd. No, the 22nd.
Yes, the 22nd is great.
It is, so you could play on the 22nd?
It is a holiday.
Okay. Well, assuming that Josh is okay with that, then I'm gonna go with that, and if not, I will send out a text to everyone.
We can select our guide.
Yep. It'll be good times.
I'll put together a shopping list. I need to get some things before we go.
I like it. All right, well, thanks for playing, guys.
Yeah, thanks for waiting for me.
Yeah.
Sorry I wasn't there in the person, either with you or Cord.
Yeah, it's all right. I had some stuff to look up at the time, so I made use of the time. But cool. Yeah, we should get together sometime when you're up here.
Yeah, how busy are you this weekend, Denim? I'll be floating around the middle part of the state.
I am not super busy, so if you give me a little bit of time, I'm sure I could figure something out. I've got the kids, so
All right, maybe Cord and I'll take a field trip up sometime.
Cool.
If not tomorrow.
Yeah, you can play Skyrim on VR. It's awesome.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, it's good.
I haven't been in VR in weeks, months.